Perhaps the best way to do this is to tell you a little bit about my own road. I spent more than 17 years looking for something that had been published in more than 50 million books, something that was older than the pyramids. It all started for me back in 1933, during the last Great Depression. As a boy of 12, I couldn't justify what I saw around me with what I'd been told. I had always been told that man was God's noblest creature and that he had dominion over the earth and all its creatures. And yet the people in my neighborhood didn't have dominion over a steady job. They were poor, yet there was plenty of money around. No one had buried it in 1929. They had no education, yet it was free and on every side of them. They had very little food, yet it was being raised in abundance all over the country. They lived in inadequate and ugly dwellings, yet there were beautiful homes for sale. Well, it was apparent to me that these people did not have the answer to the problem. They didn't have. As a group, the experts say they never have had. Why? I used to ask them, why are we caught in this depression, this fix we're in? A very human thing. It seems that whenever a human being doesn't know the answer to a problem, he blames other human beings. They blamed Wall Street or the Republicans or the Democrats or a minority group. They didn't know the answer. They repeated what they had heard and thought that would suffice. But that isn't enough. They looked everywhere for the answer except where it really was, within themselves. What I wanted to know was what separates the haves from the have-nots. Now, I don't mean that strictly in a financial sense. I mean in every possible way. But one night on the beach, I got an idea that has made my life exciting ever since. I decided that I'd find out what the secret to achievement was. I reasoned, as a boy will, that someone must have figured this thing out, and if he had, he'd have written in a book for other people to read. So I decided I'd take out a library card and just read right on through until I found the answer. But there was one thing that worried me a great deal. If the answer to achievement were known, why didn't everybody know about it, like the internal combustion engine or the airplane? Well, that bothered me, and it's bothered a great many people ever since. The answer's been given in our universities and from our pulpits, but it was given in a very dramatic fashion not too long ago. I think the answer was best given a few years ago when a reporter was interviewing a very great man in London. He was the